Hello, my lovelies. So I have two new decks we're going to use today. This first one's called the Van Gogh Tarot. It definitely has like Starry Night here as its crazy color. And then we have, really beautiful artwork. So that's the tarot deck we're going to use today. And then this one is called Mystical Timing Oracle. Same thing. Really nice artwork on these ones. So we're going to use both of these today. So let's see what's happening for my collective. All right, Spirit, show us what the energy is. Very tongue-tied. We just had a really beautiful rainstorm, lots of thunder, lots of lightning, and a little bit of hail. Ace of Cups coming out, so there could be some new love in the works today. Overflowing offer of happiness, love, expansion on your journey. What else? Ooh, Knight of Pentacles. Someone's bringing forward an offer. I also feel like this could be a work-related offer, financial blessings. Knights bring news, so do pages. But this night in particular could mean that we have like an unexpected visitor, new job opportunities. Maybe you're mixing work and love together. Interesting. Spirit wants you to take that leap of faith. I love this. It's almost like a court gesture, and this one is what it reminds me of. But I do feel like Spirit's trying to urge you to step out of a comfort zone here. So are you willing to? I feel like you can always make changes if you really want to. What else do we need to know today? Thank you. Page of Cups. So new love definitely coming in. I feel like someone has a crush on you. Maybe they've had a crush on you for a while. He's like contemplating the future. He's contemplating that cup, right? He's looking at it. I feel like he wants to offer his cup. Magnus is confirming. Offer his cup of love, and it's a big cup, right? He wants to fill up that vessel. So interesting energy. What else do we need to know today? So sorry. I guess that's what I get for trying a new camera mount today. Ooh, Eight of Wands in the reverse. There hasn't been any communication of this just yet. What else? So the offer's coming in, but you haven't heard about it yet. Eight of Wands, Eight of Cups, Ten of Swords. So I feel like you may have actually walked away from a relationship. Maybe this person knows that, and so they're not quite ready to like come in and bring this offer. And somebody is definitely letting go of some collateral damage, a lot of baggage, some heartbreak, some deception. It left one of you in survival mode, right? So that's why it's a challenge for you to take that leap of faith and try something new with someone new. We do have some beautiful opportunities for abundance coming in. A side hustle, could be a new job opportunity, could be somebody unexpectedly reaching out and like, hey, you're the perfect candidate for this position. We'd like to offer you a job. Ten of Cups, happily ever after. I love that. So what's funny is we've got like all of these people sitting around this table. And what's coming to mind is the Last Supper. How bizarre. But I do feel like there's maybe multiple options to choose from. So it's going to be critical that you use your discernment and choose what is best for you in this situation. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Page of Swords. So I feel like there could be some, maybe people are talking. Maybe you're kind of like the talk of the town right now, or you will be. I keep getting the sense that somebody's about to be like really in the spotlight in some way. Maybe it has to do with love. Maybe it's what you're going to end up doing for work, but it does lead to abundance. So I do feel like if you've been struggling, that's going to be something that comes to an abrupt end, right? We aren't going to have to live in survival mode because we're going towards abundance. I love that. And Six of Swords. So movement, travel, relocation, all of those things are possibilities. I feel like you're getting out of some sort of conflict and chaos. Maybe it's financial, maybe it's love, but I do think for some of you, you're walking away from a job and a commitment, and you're going towards your happiness, right? 9 and the 10 of Cups. So that's your happily ever after, wish fulfillment coming in. Victory is yours. Love that. So the Six of Swords would indicate fame, fortune, public recognition, being in the spotlight for some reason, right? The harvest is coming in. So what else can you tell me, Spirit? Yeah, Seven of Cups. So there could be a lot of options when it comes to love, especially if you're in the public eye for any reason. Let's say overnight you become ultra rich and famous, right? There's going to be a lot of people that want you just for that clout, just for that wealth, just for that public image or recognition. What's coming to mind is Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, right? So a year ago, their stuff was super heightened and everybody was noticing. They were everywhere, right? They were the it guy and girl. So I feel like this is your energy that's coming in. People are really going to want to be in your energy. So you've got to decide whether it's worth it or not to keep investing in what you're doing. For some of you, you've got a lot of new money that's coming in, and you also have a lot of new love that's coming in. The devil in reverse. We actually like it that way. So we're reclaiming our power, okay? We're getting out of survival mode. We're letting go of the baggage, the confusion, and we're learning to walk away from what's not serving our highest good so we can go in a totally different direction. The Magician, you may have manifested that. That's Van Gogh. Love that. So I do think that you need to use your imagination. I feel like it may border a little bit on delusion, but I feel like some of you might even be, that's so strange. Spirit's given me a lot of downloads recently that just are new to me, so it feels strange. But I feel like you might go talk to the universe, the stars, the moon, the sun, all those things. And I feel like you're going to use all of the elements at your disposal to really create the life that you want, because you are overcoming these challenges and reclaiming your power. 6 of Pentacles. So blessings financially coming in. I feel like if you stick with your dreams, hopes, and goals, you're about to be financially rewarded in a really big way. What else do we need to see? But you have to make a decision, right? Are you going to stay in destructive tendencies, or are you going to change things for the better so that you can actually hit this abundance? So we're going to use this timing card. Let's see. When are these blessings coming in? Tell me about the Ace of Cups. When is the new love coming in, Spirit? Thank you. These cards are slippery. They're hard to pick up. 3 months from now. So we are currently in June, July, August, September. Love that. Okay, Spirit, tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. When is the new job coming in? It's in the future. Okay. When in the future? May. So new job could be coming in May for some of you. And it's time to let go of something. So when it comes in, that's when you're going to let go of whatever you're currently doing. You will have some new financial blessing by the end of this year, and you have the power to create the timing by taking action. You also have the Magician out here. All right, Spirit, tell me about the 6 of Wands, please. 6 of Wands. Not in this lifetime. Why do you think it's impossible for you to be financially abundant? I feel like there's a lot of doubt, and that's what's blocking your manifestations from coming in. So you've got to believe it before you're going to see it, right? So to manifest, you have to vibe at that frequency. So maybe you want to be ultra rich and famous, right? Maybe you want to be on a yacht somewhere. Maybe you want to travel the world. Maybe you want to buy a castle in Scotland or something crazy. Do you believe it can happen? Because if you don't believe it can happen, Spirit's going to answer that vibration. It's doubt, it's fear that's blocking it. All right, tell me about the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, Spirit, 10 of Cups. Sometime in the future, okay, so your happiness is coming, and Spirit says the next couple of months, okay, so it's coming in the next couple of months. We have September, we have May. Let's see, what else do we need to know? Let's see. When do they need to make this decision about their current situation, what they're leaving behind? When do they need to? Patience, it's not time yet. So Spirit's going to give you the green light when it's time to leave it behind. Looking like it might be May that you leave the job behind. What about love? We have the 8 of Cups out here. When are we leaving this relationship? Next couple of years, okay? And next new moon. So you might be leaving a relationship within the next couple of years. Even if right now you're currently happy, that could change. We also have July and next full moon. Again, indecision is causing delays, right? Because we're on the fence with the 5 of Swords. And so the indecision is blocking your manifestations from coming in. We also have February for timing. Any other timing that's significant for this reading, Spirit? Any other timing, please? Thank you. All right. Amazing chemistry, but terrible timing. All right. So in the next couple of weeks, Spirit says that it's starting to happen now. I feel like you may have already met this person, but the timing was off, right? Right person, wrong timing. So Spirit says it's happening now, but let it be a mystery, right? They don't want to give away the surprise because I feel like Spirit wants to show you just how awesome things can be if you're willing to be patient. One final card, Spirit. Wrap up the timing. Thank you so much. Next week looks promising, and you need to leave something in the past because time will bring a surprise. Have a great day.